Gospels. 24/7. Yeah, and more. The word, salvation, healing. 24/7. Right here. Gospels TV takes you high onto the sky. Gospels TV on sky takes you high. Yeah. Everything you need, everything you want, everything you think, everything you say. Gospels TV. Spread the word.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes and open your mind. Come into my world. The world of G-Love Radio at gmail.com. Thanks for visiting and have a great day.
Yama mwachen ama munyina kwa aba edeba G-Love Radio so mekam se mutie awo www.gloveradio.us ubesan so atienka awo tuning radio so eno achi ubetun ahwe awo godsbeastv.com eno achi obi bia wo yase afana ba bia no ubetun atie awo mobile phone so eno so be dial number +1832 2800744 ba bia wo biara ubetun atienka Insamedi ahim ewo manga na mu na otwemu nyina mu ene atena se aboabo na so ne so abede bra mu kasebo yi mu na nso betenka ewo kasebo yi mu atifi san bi ene didi so yi Honorable Haruna Idrisu ana otwetwa mu ebon amane ese omampani di asoafo edin babontin ndinim ama ndisi mabun bi kwaya basabasa no na otwemu omampani di edin mu fraba ni din abepie mu bi NPP abayokuo no ayomadwe se ye abato o ye by election abetodwa ewo mpesu amienu so abebon ho amane kire mu na otwetwa mu no oma amadwe se enya de a omdom nan ebesi ase na se omgwa kogina akopirisa nkonya mienu ehu bi Parliamentary Vetting Committee ya bedwakuo ayate se asoafo mampani abomudi no montoto omano no oma se omadwuma se ewo maiga na mu ye da ya woda ya oma sha ase a omguo omdwuma so in some way anya hofro bi editie ana masin konya amede bramu yi meka amsamiam betemenka awo kasebo mu yi media ne Isaac Ofori afa mu yasin konya ne anjembre ne ntensem mu ankasa adan na otwe atwa mu yi na ebon amane se omampani de edin bi abatudwa a wo nkrofo din aye omasoafo a eye Honorable Haruna Idrisu na ni din anka honti eye ni si mabum bi omo atifi mantem ye so omo nte ase sai omampani yi Honorable Haruna Idrisu edin afi asoafo abom din ni mu a ani ntom ye basabasa tutu omampani posters ne signboards ehye ni nyina de kire se adom omampani aye no omani nye ho anum na otwe beto odwa se omampani de asofo din ufro ababonten a Honorable Haruna Idrisu ni din awo mu bi na wasa appointment omampani aye ho na eye Great Consolidated Popular Party ye GCPP Frankatuni ogina omanemo ye mfipi mienu eni dum mienu abatuo mu eye Dr. Henry Latte ensu di abatu bia se edi omampani bubo no ya de bia edi mu papa odi abaso bonsem ama omampani e wo di obo ababonte ne ho mumienti esi mo kan ne mu bi
President Mahama no choice why and be with the good choices no democracy one of which is that ya join one open there we choose one crop and one talk because democracy dey was the power now my president on no choosing power there okay nejuma obuzo nyina yejuma enti also racial flavor enti say we need popular woman post no went to my man says here but all means maybe at another time what that man obi antonable normal president time no one choose no ministers and now you to me man them because you know so I would converting so my nyama chair onto the budget system our prime minister it choose one crop for no vetting after the Juma says here we choose to go for another bit another month and 2 months 3 months ago it's 4 years it's 3 and something years
Sene na otwe atwam ne bom amane no eye mrase badwa akonwa mienu na abeda mpan awa abra bu emra se bedwani honorable Henry Camelford onyame to nsade frɛ no ene honorable Do Ajaho okoye speaker of parliament ehunko hia se obeje na konwa akoto wo sane na watwe atwam ne mo amane se ehun akohia se mpanifo yendo tue no yekɔ by election yi eno na watwe mu ebeto odwa se NDP amanoko na yo madwe se esanse abato nsunsuanso omotwe manso a court no mu twa asɛm ne sunti no enya de abato no asɛm bi omdom ho bɛhyɛ mu ti no nkonwa mi no abeda mpanimpo no enya de a omdom nan bɛkyerɛ ase akɔ tumi anase akɔ pere sankonwa we hu bi anum na abeto dwa se sa boycott exercise NPP di omasi omanu se bibi omufo mani nkyerɛ mu no mabu bi a NPP amanoko ni mu omudo omkɔ mu se de kɔ mampani kufu afa ombuafu sa de amanoko ni mpanifo ɛyɛ no adi bebe ha manoko no won fie pimienu ni dunsi abato ni mu de kyerɛ se ba election bi aba na se mo so mo fo ani nkyerɛ mu a omunim ne ebe na abato ndo amatumi akɔsom kwakɔ campaign a esi ameka se ye NPP mra se bedwani osanso ye dom kuma na mra se bedwam no kasamafo eye ono abo chairman sabonsu ede abato bia se esan sanse ma ekoso nti no empanifo si nkonya adwen ho na se onkonya se o metwe ase o maka no de asan a mrepam no ono ba abato bia ye so edi akire ye be be si bi anase ne ba abato bia wo mu bia nso no na otwe se ne ye do abato atiefo anim na wasaba election no sese no ana eye ndi si amanoko no omgo ma ombo aso na nko mu yi obi obedi omani makwa pre2 media ma o mpesu amenu ne so ana beto odwa se eye opani o ye kasamafo de ma Rollins ne ho kani ma mekuradu de beto odwa se nko so ko jina wa de ma ndi si amanoko no awo buomu abato mpesu ane so eno na beto odwa se eye mre bi atwa ma ya afi atwa mu no mre nsense bi beto odwa se eye Kofi Adams yi oni nkrofo bi akwa akose ukoma akwa akodi nkomo bi kire se onpo kwami so na nko ma ndi samanoko na di ntwo e wabato ya tuye ni mu enu tin panfo twen sense so mo ye ni sene mu hwehwemu kopem so ma ni sene mu hwehwemu no omo nyini ntubi se ekuo ba nti abro prince anko be gina da ma amanoko edin mu e wo bu abato mpesu an so no ena panfo kan se wura fi se afi bi atwam no ye twe se ye aye nyanye ntubi se ekuo ba ntu gina ma amanoko na entumi nye ye antoma disqualify na isi ameka sei Kofi Adams so ne na chitafo so ye so mo nti ase a o ma asem su da chede kopie quarter isi ameka sei no enka prime minister se da fie de atwam nko omko no omdi junction atoso a antumi ama so a esi omguso toto adwen ase na ebekwa akosi bia nso no ye ma tiefo asonsi join the INDC amanoko nde kwatu Supreme Court aye bo mo ho amane ye na otwetwa mu no eye dabna da ye na Supreme Court atina asem ne so a eye nipa makomako enkron anase nipa na ye tina asem ne so no emu nsia etoma INDC amanoko ne se ampa omo safata so mo do mo gi asem mu bia emu miensa so to ye so mo mpene so na nsanya kaduma minka bia mamu emu mra etie no baabi adodo na giba kono na gina na ye adwumanti no esi akota agi atum se ndi samanoko no so enfam ho ma se asem no bi na so mo adansi die bia na sa no ye bia ombe yidi abo mampani ana electoral commissioner omso matumi abaye na wabra court si se gina wie no ana ne twetwe for pani oda ndi samanoko ya no eyo owura se edu ngetia edi nkomo no kire na bi kire ese ade bi ohun se court na edi no kure papa de kire se ohun se and ya bia NPP amanoko no mo gina so papa bi omde asem pie court enu nti no ayomde atentene ne ane pepepe adi djuma o mama ndi sequence na dey so no omso mfam ho ma sha asem ni mu bi na say na nsem no kan no.
We still are convinced that we have a very solid case. We think that our colleagues are just looking for something to satisfy their support base, and that they themselves believe that they don't have any case at all.
Abraham Johnson asedu nketi adu na friend General Mosquito edi komowie no ena lawyer pani a odi NPP amanoko anim e wo court nsensemi ho eye Madam Gloria Akufu anso dia no di sem bia tu ja kire mu se Abraham di sidi no abese court nsensemi mu no na hu behia sense amankra tom no komo mampani mahama ene abato komisa no omo yesa kra wo no bi koma NDC amanoko no kire edi kire mu se omo so se yomdom ho ba beka asem ne ho a omo ne omo nyina na e ko akodi asem na e wo court.
The petition brought by Nanado, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, Jacob Echebilamti against John Mahama and the Electoral Commission came on today on an application by the NDC to be joined as a party to the petition. The court heard the matter on the 16th and today rendered its decision. By a majority decision of 6-3, the court agreed to their request to be joined as a party, and therefore they are now third respondents in the petition. The court has since ordered that within 3 days they should enter appearance and file their defense after we have served them with the amended petition. So for now, they have to be served with the amended petition, which we are going to work on immediately, and then thereafter they will have to file their answer.
Mami Gloria Akufu and Amotene Kano. Now, Sakwatu Sensemi Mwene Kubia from Forum for Governance and Justice, FGJ. And I will to just say, those who say bet to me and Supreme Court, Justice and I say, Judge for Mohonino, young for Montina Semi Subi, Sanya Baya. Asemi ni babo nti obi ntumi nkoka se oni pesimasi ya wan okwotena asemi so na mmadu and ase nipo nkwotena asemi so dan ko omka ko amaduko we afa ena ebisa pani oda no eye opani eye Clement Apak a ye convener eda akuya no na ebisa an se ensem bebre e Supreme Court omudi anya NPP nsem we nko na eda Supreme Court eni se basom ko tase a George fo nyina da ko tena asem ba ko pesu a wugidi pass e asem bi ebebo ana sei no okai.
Oh, that boy, because I wish yes, the question ABA Obi or Supreme Court no so Obedi ama MPP and I say Obedi ama NDC. But the question I wish say the constitution etiana you started Kabima Menkadi Amamwe since 92 no NDC for Obedi idea NPP for Obedi idea. Now say the constitution is here no your president no na otumi appoint justices to the Supreme Court and the Rollins appointee B Professor Mills appointee B Mampenin Kufon so appointee B or Mampenin John Naman Mama so appointee B and you know say your mom nyina betra so na so mu tie de e koso asem no na say omubu atan a na say so mu nyina atie etme hu de eye ema oman no na eno no ebema nipa bia waye na adwen se de ombeka no onji ntumu no otunya asemi anka
abedwafo ye yo musamra ya soafo a omampani mahama abomudin so mko adwon aso ya hodo no omuntoto ma no mu so omudi omutumu eyeye na so omudi omsefata so mko adwuma se e wa ban mu no eya da ya wodai no omhye omudwuma ase a oya opani otena adwama ye ono ebo baati no duro otena adwam no omhye ase toto sa soafo ya abomudin nyina no enu na beto odwa se esan se MPP amanokuo no ayo madin se enya dom ho be se aban ne amamu mu nsem bia mu oman mu kwapem se court no nsem be twanti no eya de a omukrofo aye to nsare fro omudi omka veti committee hu no omde omani kire mu no veti committee ase ena baba jama a ye akwatiam na se bedwani no ebisa ye ono bo eye set tepe aya bo di so nko finance minister no ase mi se abram ko da dwon no nko bisa ne ho nsem no ena dwuma fo ebi aka so we obi a ontina nim amanipa onka sanipa ho na sanse nsem we sen no yina no fa na anu no na bo se tepe so di batu dia se oh nipa dia sa dia se adwuma ye no ye Ghana sika na dia sa nsa nti onhwe ema obi nye sika basabasa na so onye ne ma bi basabasa nti abra ebi obi be ko bone na so obi be ye mistake na afo so obi na so ba tene se na esa wo ye na so bi adesa na so obi be hu ni se bi onka sanpo na so teate nipa dia ani onyai de se adwuma dia sa ne sa oye no ebugu ejina wo ebugu ni tiri so nti onhwe ema obi nye ne ma basabasa ho a ebe wi achi on na eso kwako yi ni nsema no se no ka ne nsem ne kire vetting committee no.
Cordiality is important, but I also believe that discipline is important in running an organization. And therefore, my only appeal, is that we are custodians in the ministry and its agencies of hard-earned funds which Ghanaians have paid as taxes. And it is not our duty to mismanage those funds. I think that it also requires a certain element of fairness for us to be able to put the systems in place for the benefit of the nation. I would hope to create a balance between these two and listen to the staff who may be genuinely aggrieved. But I think fiscal discipline must translate into staff discipline as well.
Na twa mu ina bo mama ne bi se eye gamanche ye kintakite wi the third na na akwa akura a omguna ye ho ntoto yeso anum na oki mu beto oga se eye ga traditional wi ampanifo kire mu a opani abro te ase na nya de a omgini tum so ye gamanche preko pa omfa mamre kwa so ena omdi ni si akonya so na mom no omkire mu a eye NPP mpanifo bi ena wurawura mu abra na omte akonya so ena omde papa ye ba bi si akonya so abra na omnyini ntum so ye ohene won kan kropon yi mu anum na abro to ase omkire mu a anya dom be na de sie so yo hene na mom no so na busuafo be hwe sie no sane oyesi ode sie bia wo no ankasa ne fie dia ena omo gitum na mo ahin fie wo mpanifo de enya dom gini tum ti nya dom be na de sie sasa mo nyina no ye ga traditional council ena de ba tu dwa ye da ya woda aye kasamafo gina mo kasa kire centrefo centrefo duma di om die na se eni ya te otuga o kire mu a eya pani na ne dia kasa de job blanks latei enya dia ofa mamre kwa so na de betina nkran ahimfo akonwa ne so eni ntino mo nyina de siye se na bia nka wo hene bia wu a ya be de ama no centrefo nhie mu omo ye no nsem ode tu dwa no mo mientie bi.
We wish to advise chiefs and other prominent dams who are lobbying for Dr. Joe Branson-Lati to be given a royal burial that we will never yield to their compromised plea that will infringe further on the sacred customs and traditional norms and practices of the Ghana people. We will not agree to the perpetration of impunity and illegality any longer. The truth has no shades, and we shall not sacrifice the truth for any expediency that will establish a bad precedent for the future.
Amane bobi abeto odwa ye na otwe mu kire mu a eya wutu senya East District Assembly mpanifo akuya demolition exercise bi awo kaso a eya dwariform tena kwan ho ene wo mtena pavement so atonton ade yi omko pam om nyina fi wo no mubu om nkonya ene tables a omni di dwa nyina de kire se edwa ho idom kodwa nso mom no nko kodwa om dwuma na omnyi kwan ho edwadi a omudi ni free wasa na be ya ka bobon krofo kwan ho no so no eno so tubetwa eno mu na dwariform di dwuma edwa ho ai bubu om nkonya na om table di batu dwa se ade pen fire na nya dom no mudi ni ye kura de kire se ade om so om ye emo musako ma no eno no endi so mpa om krampo a om nkonya na om table om di dwa no enka so bubu no de kire se eno sa dwuma yi eno om nya kra de show mo ho eno om ma om ko school a sabre ya pen fire sa de ade o hawo ne a wo kire pa na be bo om so eno mu na ma ya wutu senya East District Assembly kasa mafo ya opani Amadu Tuareg enso afre centrefo dwu enhia mudie ya da ya wodai ade nsem bi atodwa akire ya District Assembly no na mo so mutu sana be o betumi atenetere sa na ma we nyina ni nsem o kan wo mientie bi.
I'm Robert Nababeka eye edwadefo no nti kankan no mo ton ade wo pavement no so no omo na ye target say ye yi omo na omo ya city stores or new market ye de mo ye nka so bi entuaka go on mo occupy at least your daily toll out to assembly 50 pesos no and then ye ni je ho se na be at least obi ahun ban han no nti Central HRC and police ye police command no kasa ama mo de nkrofo abeka ho police fo abeka ho pese obaka so akaso abeka behwe be asho mo se be se anobaka so traffic will be a thing of the past.
In crying sacrifice home prison at him said, a yana duafoi be aqua pre ho amemusia a prepara trobia and asam getwa or penny other prison a ASP quache adding some way to judge mutra and said, a year dab yawaday a year diawade chamui and obi chamo prison at ya omon to me Senepanon will be a prison was assigned at you. I know 2 weeks, other 2 prison 1 month. A young good prison way, a preview, I may be no this kind of warm one, a moonsian dear. Or my prepper drop pie, do my walk over by the Sabia once a more, or Motia Irish. Somewhere so, and the Janica Saboni in our barrier. Now, the Camus a sinner and now Tibiano, not to turn, said Yamima Quaya. Mbasiati and can all cast a boy free moon. Miamu Temi Caucas a boy, Mediani I take Ofori. Masia Amamunina Monitia, Adesi.
And say hi to Honorable, who is wonderfully seated this morning. Honorable, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much.
You heard our correspondent in Ghana. Somebody has passed behind in some prisons this long wall and has thrown weed over the wall, and then the inmates are scrambling for the weed, and some have been injured. What do you say to that?
Well, first of all, thanks everybody for listening to GLoveRadio.com. As usual, like you know, every Saturday we come to you live. Today also we are on live, hopefully on the television, and also on your dials. If you have your cell phone, you can also dial the number 832-280-0744. You can listen to it on your phone. And also You can always also call to present your contribution in form of comments or questions by calling 682-227-2276. We thank our correspondent in Ghana so much, Ike Ofori. You are doing such a wonderful job, and may the Lord bless you so much, give you strength. This morning he related so many things, and the one that you were talking about the wheat that was thrown over the wall. First of all, did the people know? The people know what exactly it was? I mean,
if they didn't know, would they be fighting? Would they be fighting over it? They were fighting over it because they know exactly.
No, what I'm trying to say is this: look at a wall. They were behind the wall, and this guy was also walking around the wall, and nobody know. Apparently, there might be some level of communication that is going on.
That is the whole point.
You know, and this guy threw this thing over the wall, and not knowing where it is going to land, where the people are.
The thing landed, and the people started fighting over it.
In the prison yard.
Inside the prison yard. So interesting. Inside the prison yard. And the question somebody was asking is that who was this person? Did they know, like you are rightly saying, did they know where the thing was going? And I was saying that it is the same officers. Because you see, when you go to some prisons, it's a 1 mile square, all right? And on each side of the prisons, that is where the barracks is. Because that's how they build it for security reasons.
Oh, okay.
So you have the barracks on both sides. It's just at the back that there is no barracks. You see, so you have the front, which is the front of the prisons, and then the sides of the prison, there's barracks to the left and the right. Okay. So basically, for anybody who is a civilian to even go walk around that wall, it's a taboo.
I see.
Security reasons, you cannot go and just walk, because the prisons is not situated in the city.
That's right.
Or the town. It's on its own. Okay. The back of it has the farms, the prison farms. Okay. But any civilian that is found around there, you are trespassing.
Yes.
Because it's a security zone.
Yes.
So you cannot go there, and that is where the thing was thrown. So then it presupposes that whoever threw the thing is a prison officer.
Well, and it probably may not be yes, and probably may not be the first time.
Oh, it's not the first time. That one I can tell you. You are absolutely 100% right. It's not the first time.
Yeah, because if somebody can just find his way or her way around the wall and know exactly where these guys will be, waiting for him or her,
that person must know the inside.
That's right.
In order to know exactly where to throw the thing. That is it. Brothers and sisters, this is a very interesting development coming to you from Ghana. And Honorable is here this morning. Honorable, what have you got for us this morning?
In fact, it is quite interesting that Ghanaians are participating in the African Cup of Nations. And what is going on right now is so exciting. Ghana has been able to demolish Mali. And I think you and I are very happy. We know that we are progressing. Our next match will be, I think, Niger. But the unfortunate thing that happened was that Mubarak Wakaso has been suspended for, I think, 1 match. Now, somebody may ask, what was the reason? Because he is the guy who scored that lone goal. Well, apparently, there's a little article written that was presented in Daily Guide. Let me read a little bit of excerpt for you to listen. It says, soccer pundits believed Ghana midfielder Mubarak Wakaso could be sanctioned by CAF after revealing a religious slogan goal in a goal celebration. The 22-year-old was over the moon after he scored for the Black Stars in 1-0 win over Mali in their second Group B match at the 2013 African Cup of Nations. I think you heard what happened. He did something that wasn't allowed, especially revealing some type of a religious inscription on your clothes.
T-shirt, yeah.
T-shirt. That goes against FIFA rules and also the rules on the ground. I don't know exactly why he did that, because I know that the players have been briefed as to things they can do and things they cannot do. And especially a religious like a Muslim religion, nobody is saying anything bad about it, but we are all aware and we are all very familiar with these things that were happening in Egypt and Tunisia when they invoke God is great, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, and somebody see this Allah Akbar in your T-shirt. Of course, people will panic. I mean,
yes, I saw it. I watched the incident live, and
you did watch it live?
Yes,
I
watched it live. You know, these players tend to over celebrate when they score a goal, and FIFA has a rule that when you take off your jersey completely, it's a yellow card offense, because you are not supposed to take off your jersey in the course of play. The only time you take off your jersey is if the game is over. Okay, so that is number one. And then wearing T-shirts. So what they do is they wear the T-shirt under their jersey that has the inscription, which again, it's against the FIFA rule. Okay, you can wear it, but you're not supposed to expose it to the camera. So what this young man did was this: when he scored the goal, he took his jersey, he lifted up his jersey and covered his face with it, and then, you know, the inscription of Allah is great was written boldly underneath the T-shirt that he was wearing. And because, you know, the moment you score a goal, the camera is going to come following you.
Absolutely.
All right?
Yeah.
Okay, as you celebrate. And that is what he did. And then the yellow card came, because you are not supposed to, and like you rightly said, a religious slogan, you know, that is also a Muslim slogan. It's something that will create unnecessary tension and panic. Okay, most of the time the Islamic nations, their players, what they normally do is that when they score a goal and they want to celebrate, they go on their knees and you know, do their I don't know whatever they call it.
They perform that you know,
sign of their religious thing by
stuff,
you know, putting their foreheads to the ground, and everybody knows that that's a Muslim prayer thing. Okay, there's nothing wrong with it. If a Christian wants to do a sign of the cross, which most players do when they are entering the pitch, or when they score a goal, you can lift up your hands towards God like Thibaut does, and you don't have any problem with that. But to actually show a slogan to the camera, it's an offense, which FIFA, because if FIFA tolerates that, do you know the amount of things that, I don't know if you remember this, but during the World Cup, John Pencil, our right fullback, had, you know, he used to play his football in Israel, and he had Israeli flag.
That's right. I remember.
And you remember that problem?
Yes.
After Ghana won one of the matches, he went around with the Israeli flag, and that also became a big issue. You know, so people should be very, very careful. And I don't know whether our players lack education, the Ghanaian players, in terms of this. So
I would not think that it was lack of education. I think that they know, but it was over excitement and over you know, joy, because you see, sometimes you do some things out of instincts, you know. I think that
but you see, the person putting on that T-shirt with that inscription, it's a meditated thing. He says, I am putting this thing on to go. And when I score a goal, I will expose my chest and let everybody see this. So it means that the person is hoping that he will get the opportunity to do that. You see, it's not something that you can say it was just...
It's true. I think you have a valid point. But also, you can also...
They have prepared the T-shirt.
Yes.
He could have wore, you are allowed to wear a T-shirt under your jersey. So long as it's plain T-shirt.
Absolutely.
But the moment you have an inscription already there, then you are just waiting for that opportunity. He's not the only player who has done that. A lot of players do that. Like this, not taking off your jersey completely. They know it, but they still do it.
Yes.
Let me tell you something that happened as we are talking about football. In England, there was a player who was accused of doing drugs.
Okay.
All right. Then he scored against the team who was accusing him of that. And they said when he scored, he went on the touchline, and the white line, he bent over and pretended to be sniffing
something
that line as a cocaine.
to taunt them.
Yes. But he was sanctioned by the FA for that, doing that.
For that behavior?
Yes.
Oh, really?
He went there behaving like he's sniffing the white
paint
as cocaine.
Well, but one of the things we have to realize is that in as much as you advance that argument about, something he knew he shouldn't do, but he did it, we can also look at it from another angle, that this guy became overjoyed. Because first of all, Vosa and there was another guy. I mean, the captain they were the people who were supposed to take penalties when the team is able to get that opportunity.
No, you want Asamoah Gyan to go and take another penalty?
Well, but
in South Africa.
I know.
When they put the ball down there, I say, where is Asamoah Gyan? I say, where is Asamoah? Because Ghana recently with this Aferi-Gyan issue, people started linking Asamoah Gyan to Aferi-Gyan. They say another Gyan. You Aferi-Gyan, Asamoah Gyan. You World Cup, you let us down. Elections, you two have again. So another penalty in South Africa again. So straight away, I knew he won't even go near it.
Oh yeah, But what about Vosa? He is also very good, a veteran player. I mean, who could have taken, but the opportunity fell on this young guy, this Mubarak guy, and I think he knew that this is a serious issue, and this is big. And if he is able to do it, hey, he became excited.
That is good.
And probably at that moment, he did not remember that probably he has that T-shirt.
Okay, let's give him the benefit of
yes,
the doubt.
so let's look at it from that angle also.
Okay, what is the next one that you have for us today?
The next that I have is also Nana Madam Ekuya Donko. The lady that...
she says the car is missing from her house. Okay, let's hear that.
Madam Ekuya Donko is in the news again. I think she just felt like she's been quiet for a while and she needs to shake herself a little bit. But this time around, it was about the Tundra that was offered to her by...
the controversial one.
The controversial Tundra that she used for the campaign after she withdrew and campaigned for Pakwesi Ndum. And that Tundra, she has refused to return it. And now it has come up again. Let's listen to a little bit of it. Leader of the Ghana Freedom Party, Madam Ekuya Donko, has described Dr. Pakwesi Ndum as an ingrate who is full of himself, careless about the time and efforts others have put in to help him. The PPP, under the patronage of Dr. Pakwesi Ndum, recruited Ekuya Donko to canvass votes for them after the EC had disqualified her from contesting the 2012 presidential elections. This is a story that was published in the Peace FM online. As part of the package given to her by the PPP, she was seen cruising in a slick Tundra, which was branded with the PPP logo. Shortly after the elections, series of heated altercations developed between Ekuya Donko and PPP, with the former threatening to shoot anybody who come close to the Tundra. if they attempt to retrieve her property. Now, what was the agreement with Madame Akua Donkor about the Tundra? Because usually, I mean, if a campaign vehicle is for the party, and after the party, the campaign is over, everybody return these vehicles to a depot. So
okay, let me come in here. Let us check one thing. This woman is not a member of the PPP. This woman had her own party as a party leader, and basically endorsed Pakwesi Indum. So Pakwesi Indum also felt that since the woman had endorsed him, then it will give the woman a vehicle to go round and campaign on his behalf. But the question is that what is it in also for the woman? You understand? If this woman was going to go, because I've heard her argue that she traveled the length and breadth of the country in this vehicle campaigning for Pakwesi Indum. And therefore, if for nothing, all the effort and the risk she took, she said if she had had an accident in this vehicle and died, she would have just died for Pakwesi Indum. So if for nothing, she should also benefit from it by having this vehicle as her vehicle, a donation from Pakwesi Indum for the effort that she put into his campaign. That is my understanding. I don't know about you.
Well, but that is a sound argument. I mean, if you look at
this is where we wrap up for today. My name is the G, and I've been in the studios with Honorable Jeffrey Prempeh with News of the Week from Ghana. We were live also on Enidaso Radio. Right now, we are going to be bringing you non-stop music from DJ Ike. So stick and stay with us as we leave you today. We are not going to leave you just like that, but we are going to bring you the best gospel show on radio. So just stick and stay with us. My name is the G, and we are out like that. We love you, and stay blessed. Next week, God willing, the same time we'll be here. Hasta la vista.
Christian music. Live on G Love Radio.
You're in the mix. In the mix with
The G. Gospels.